Dear Eve, and welcome to Sibyl Tarot. This is a reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising during the month of February. Aquarius, this is a huge month. It's a huge month for all signs, but in specific areas, but especially Aquarians, as we have several planets in Aquarius at this time. The Sun is in Aquarius. We have a new moon in Aquarius on the 11th. We have Venus, we have Mercury retrograde in Aquarius, and we have Jupiter and Saturn in Aquarius at this time. But because the Sun is in Aquarius, the planets are kind of, as they're so close to the Sun, they are invisible as such until after the 21st here, when Mercury then will move forward, going into, it'll be in its shadow period, but it'll be going into Pisces, and the Sun will be going into Pisces and Venus. But for the next, say, 3 weeks, it's very important, but you might not see this, as to why, things will kind of play out, and it'll make sense to you, should I say, towards the end of the month or from then onwards, as to why, things have occurred, for you during the month of February. So I'm just going to pull a few cards here from the astrology reading cards. Yeah, one card we have here is the 9th house, broadening your horizons, either spiritually, academically, or on a long journey. Yeah, and this is because all these planets are in your first house, and your first house is the beginning, so, and they say that this is going to kind of play out in the next 10 to 20 years, like a whole new life is beginning for Aquarius, especially for Sun and rising signs here. We also have here is Uranus, and this is your planet, Aquarius. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus and Saturn, but your potential for sudden change, enlightenment and awakening. So there is going to be a very important, thing that is going to be revealed to you, or a sudden, revelation, I feel, because Uranus is in Taurus at the moment, and it's shaking up, and things here, but it's going to be there for the next several years with Mars. Mars is in there already, so that is in your 3rd house, isn't it? Aquarius, Pisces, Aries. No, it's in your 4th house, so within the home, within your home life, that things will be changing. And the next planet we have, or the next card we have here, is Jupiter, your confidence, courage, self-belief and luck. And Jupiter is in Aquarius as well, so, and Jupiter is the planet of expansion, so your life is going to be expanding in some way, shape or form, and it's changing. Your whole life is going to kind of change, or your outlook on life, but I feel more so that it's a brand new journey for you, Aquarius, and it's, the month of January is going to be kicking it off for you, so to speak. I'm going to pull a few Tarot Illuminati cards here. One card's popped out already. We have here is the 8 of Pentacles. I'll show you the cards in a bit after I shuffle them out. We have here is the Sun card, lovely. Like I said, that and it could be something, something that you've worked hard for with the 8 of Pentacles here, and now, positive healing is going to be coming in, and it's going to be revealed, especially with Jupiter, that whatever it is that you've been working hard on, Aquarius, is starting to, expand for you. And it's going to bring you in great fortune. Look what we have here. We have here is the Emperor. You know, the Emperor is seated in his power. It's Mars energy, you know, and as I said to you, Mars is in Taurus with Uranus at the moment, and this is under this card here, you know, so you're taking control, you know, of something or a situation. Yeah, look here, we have here is the Chariot card. The Chariot card is Cancerian, and this talks about your home. So there's something that, you know, there's going to be like, you know, a major change, major upheaval, but I feel it's for the good. Do you know what I mean? Because I feel that you're taking, you know, you're taking on this Emperor energy. You know, we have the Emperor here, and we also have the Emperor in this carriage here, you know, and it's moving forward. He's very powerful, you know what I mean? He's taking control of the reins. These two horses are going in separate directions. It talks about the yin and the yang within, you know, your masculine and feminine energy, you know, and that you're taking control of your life here moving forward. This is really, really powerful. We also have here is the Two of Pentacles. Lovely, this is great. And we also have here is the Ace of Pentacles, a brand new beginning, you know, doors opening up for you here. The Pentacles, you know, a divine gift being given to you, you know what I mean, but a brand new door opening up, and that's, as I say, and Pentacles talks about years, you know what I mean. So this is whatever's going to be playing out, you know, for the month of February. It's the beginning of a whole new kind of, you know, life for you, Aquarius, you know, something that's grounded, that's balanced, that's stable, you know, and that, you know, that you have worked for, you know, and the divine is, you know, giving you this this gift. So, sorry. And I just say there with the shuffling, I have the Queen of Wands here in reverse. Now, the Queen of Wands, she's very powerful, like, you know what I mean, she sits in her power or whatever, like, you know, and she creates her own destiny, her own future. But when it's in the reverse, it's just saying, you know, don't be afraid to, you know, to stand in your power and to move forward. Do you know what I mean? I'm actually not going to take them, and I'll tell you why, because I mustn't have shuffled them properly from the last reading, because I got the same three cards that came out there. One card's popped back out again. Shall I just carry on with the shuffle? So I feel, Aquarius, in the past, so the energy that you're kind of bringing in at the beginning of the month is a feeling of being, you know, discontent, maybe feeling a bit let down. I don't even feel, I think you're just kind of, you feel maybe that you're letting yourself down or that, or it could be, you know, somebody around you could talk about, with the Four of Cups here, you know, somebody has let you down in the past or whatever. But look, we have here is the Six of Wands and the Four of Wands. So, and the Six of Wands talks about, you know, triumph, you know, it's the return of the Sun King, you know, and this is your solar return. You know, this month is your solar return. The Sun is back in, you know, your sign here. And I feel that you're going to be very, very successful with the Four of Wands here. It could be something to do around your home. You could be, you know, that you're working from home or whatever, but you're going to be very, very successful. There's a lot of admiration around here for you. It could also talk about, with Venus being in Aquarius, you know, that you know, you're holding yourself in high regard, and, you know, admiration is, you know, around you. People are, you know, looking up to you for one reason or another. Do you know, that way? Maybe you mightn't feel it at this moment. Like I said, you might be feeling a little bit disappointed, you know, with people, or disappointed in the love area, but that's what I was saying, that because the sun is so strong at this time in Aquarius, it's the planets are hidden, so you mightn't see it, but you know, people do admire you or whatever, look up to you. During the month we have here is the Knight of Cups, we have the High Priestess, and we have the Nine of Pentacles. So the Prince of Cups talks about, you know, a love offer that's coming your way, or that, you know, and it could be a soulmate, because the King of Cups is all to do with a soulmate. I feel that, you know, it could be, you know, water energy at this time. What we have here is the High Priestess and the Nine of Pentacles. Like I say, Aquarius, and it's all, you know, within your first house, you know, standing in your power, being that confident, you know, self-assured business person or whatever. But just being confident in yourself and being content in your own garden, working on your own garden, or that, so to speak. You know, the garden of life, working on yourself, you know, all to do with your first house, working, you know, of how you look, how you feel, you know, and how other people perceive you, or that, you know, they might perceive you as well, because of the, you know, the Six of Wands, that you're a very independent, self-assured person, do you know, that way, and that you're, you know, you're attaining to your own garden, so to speak. You're creating your own money, your own pentacles, or that, and you know, you're creating your own future, you know, because here we have the High Priestess, you know, and what does the High Priestess tell? She tells you your future, you know, that way, but you're taking your power back to create your own future. It could be, if it is, you know, that somebody's coming towards you to do with love, there could be, you know, that there has been silence here, you know, up to this point. We have here is the Hierophant, and we have the Justice card. Didn't want that many cards, but here we have them in anyway. I'll just show you these cards here. We have the Hierophant, we have the Justice card, we also have is the Temperance, we have the Five of Pentacles, and we have the World. So definitely there has been some type of higher learning for you, Aquarius, at this time, with the Hierophant here and the Temperance card. Do you know, it could even talk about, you know, some type of spirituality or that, you know, at this time. But what it is kind of, you know, bringing balance within. And it could be as well, you know, to do with the Justice cards, you know, that justice is going to be served, you know, towards the end of the month. It may be as well that for some Aquarians that, you know, if you're dealing, or somebody around you is dealing with, you know, a separation of that, you know, a legal separation, that justice will be served. Do you know what I mean? If it's to do with money or that, because I feel for this is not for all now, this is just for one in particular, that, you know, they've been broke, you know, at this, you know, during the, you know, the last while or whatever, you know, but it could be to do with, you know, a marriage breakup or that. But I feel that you know, help is there for you, and it's going to be offered. But if it's to do with any legal situation, justice will be served, you know, in the right form and manner. But it's for all Aquarians, there's something closing out in your life here, you know, and I feel it could be to do with, because you had the last 2 years, you know, all these planets going on in your 12th house. 12th house talks about isolation, it talks about spirituality, it can also talk about hidden enemies. Do you know what I mean? And that, you know, this is over now. All this, you know, and it talks about karma. It's very heavy, you know. The 12th house is very heavy about karma, but this is over now. You know, karma justice is being brought in, you know, and you're going to be feeling a lot more balanced, especially from onwards now. You know, with all these planets, it's like that all these planets are getting together, you know, to divinely give, you know, Aquarius, you know, a brand new start, brand new fresh life, so to speak. But there's definitely self-awareness here, you know, and within the first house, you know, it's all about self-awareness, like I said, you know. And people are probably seeing this now, you know, seeing how kind of, you know, they maybe thought that you were one type of person, you know, you were this or that or whatever, like, you know, and they're kind of seeing a new you, so to speak, you know, and you're evolving, you know, that you're growing into your own power as well. But I feel that if any Aquarians that had any kind of money worries or anything like that, this is definitely closing out, you know, and a new chapter in your life is beginning, you know. And I feel that it is to do with Uranus and Mars in your fourth house. I feel more so, yeah, it's, you know, around the home or that. But there is an ending here. So Aquarius, I do hope you like the reading. I tell you, you're in for, you know, a very good month. As I say, you might not see it towards till the end of the month, the last week in the month. And also we have here is the Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and it is at the end of the month. So, you know, what you're working through at the moment, and you could be working very hard at the moment, you know, to get through it and persevere with it, because, you know, Mercury is retrograde, so you're going to have difficulties with communication, information, you know, technology and that, but work through it, you know, because it's going to work out good for you, you know, in the end. So if you do like the reading, Aquarius, please like, share, leave comments and subscribe. Cheers, Slan.